What do you want? There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me? For a moment. He turned on his heel and walked back toward the wheelhouse. Junpei looked over at Clover and gave her a short nod, hoping that she would be willing to talk to him again later, and followed Ace. Damn it, Ace. What do you want to talk about? Ace looked at Junpei and smiled, perhaps more of a smirk than a smile. There was something I wanted to check. Yeah, what's that? If you'll excuse me. With no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's vest. Hey! What the hell are you doing? He reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late. The older man's hands were pieces of paper Junpei had balled up and hidden in his pocket. Just as I thought. You switched them, didn't you? When we voted. Ah, well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the number door I wanted, despite your mischief. Why did you... Oh, simply curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it. Oh, don't worry, Ace. I think ill of you for so many other reasons. This is the least of them. Ace smiled and gave Junpei a friendly pat on the shoulder, then turned on his heel and left. It was a small defeat, but it was a defeat. Junpei had lost the upper hand, and he knew it. He could feel his stomach begin to tense. Anyway, while we're in here, I guess, there's another room on the other side of the window. The helm. Well, steering wheel might be a more appropriate term. A compass. It appears to be broken, however. You see, the glass cover has been smashed to pieces. This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. An engine order telegraph. They used this on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in a car? Well, it's a little different. The device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. The navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, and it sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on top of it which can be moved back and forth to... Hold on. Huh? There's no handle. You're right, there isn't. Looks as though it was deliberately removed. Full, half, slow, full, half, stop, dead stop. A compass. And what destiny does it point us to? I really hope you don't think that sounded cool. A steering wheel. Let's see if it... Whoa! Looks like the steering wheel moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else as well. What's that? Well, when you move the wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship, it's moving. The ship, it's moving? Ha! Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Do you think that's important? Well, let's try turning it again. Back for a second. Log, please. Okay. New journey across the sea. South and west. Turn southwest, then northwest. Actually, wait, I should be writing this down so I remember it, because I'm not going to remember all that off the top of my head. South and west. Okay. Turned southwest. Okay, after leaving port, headed southwest, southwest, then northwest. Made port, changed our heading east. And then north. Okay. Steering wheel, steering wheel. If you moved it, then the direction changes. I swear I saw something that had directions on it. Maybe if I entered the directions in that order. Oh, wait, no. South. And west. Southwest. Northwest. East. And north. What the? The handle came off. Heh. Stooping so low, are you, Zero? The handle that came off the steering wheel. A handle. Okay, now, time to do the same thing, but with the other one. Okay, so it went full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Okay, I got this. So, I sure hope this handle fits. Yes, it fits! Excellent. That should allow us to operate the engine order telegraph. Let's give it a shot. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Huh? That's weird. I thought I put in the right speed. Did I mess it up? No, I don't think so. Look, something happened on the back of the wall of the wheelhouse. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out. Wait, something happened with the wall? There's something on the wall that looks kind of like an arrival board. There are a whole bunch of words on the left side of the display. What the hell is this? They're the names of the ports across the world. I imagine it's showing us the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see at an airport. Departing XX, carrier XX, flight XX at XX00. Like that. Oh, I get it. It does look like those are the names of all the ports along the ship's route. Looks like only one of those has a time on it, though. Time on the last line, right? 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Perhaps that's the arrival time? Okay. But why are they showing even to the seconds? Probably if you have a pocket watch, there's a value to that. A digital scoreboard or something like that. On the left side, it's got the names of the ports the ships will stop along on the route. The last line says 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. That must be the estimated time of the arrival for the final port. Oh, perhaps. Whoa, what is he doing? Excuse me, Junpei. Hey, he just took my pocket watch! Hey! What the hell are you doing? Just trust me. It should be fine now. Well, thanks for giving me the pocket watch. Thanks for giving me the pocket watch back, but you don't need to look so smug about it. Let's see what he... Oh, he moved the hands. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Oh, so you changed it to match the final arrival time. Ace nodded slowly. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. A pocket watch. The hands show 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. It's set at the same time as the estimated arrival time at the final destination. What are you doing? There's only one thing for you to do, you know. Now give it a try. Okay. Oh, now I see it on the door. I didn't see that at all until now. Looks like some sort of lock. It's got a weird shaped indentation on it. Actually, it's shaped just like the pocket watch I've got. Let's try putting this in there. Yes! It says open now. Good work. Seems you were successful. Well done, Junpei. Hey, Clover! What? Look, we unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this room. Oh. Oh. Well, let's go then. Clover. Wow. That's, depressing. Hey, Clover, we did it. Yeah, let's go. Well, don't get too excited, Clover. I mean, geez, calm the fuck down. The space they found themselves in outside the wheelhouse was far too narrow to be called a hallway. On their left was a wooden door. Junpei pushed it open and stepped into the room beyond. It was full of all manner of turn-of-the-century electronic equipment. Most of them were things they'd never seen before. They had no idea what they might have been or for, let alone how to operate them. One smaller machine had a metal bar that ended in a circular handle. Ace seemed to recognize it. Ah yes, a telegraph key. These were used to transmit Morse code long ago. He turned and slowly took in the room. This must be the communications office. Across the room, from the door they'd entered through, was another door. A metal plate was nailed, a plaque was nailed to it. It read, Captain's Quarters. The Captain's Quarters. That's what it says. Then, do you think...
I am Zero, the captain of this ship.
Ace swallowed. Junpei could feel his hands begin to sweat. Only Clover seemed unaffected. Well, we won't know if we don't open it. She walked up to the door and put her hand on the knob. It opened easily, and without so much as a pause, she walked in. Junpei and Ace followed. The first thing they saw was a man on the floor covered in blood. Win. Junpei felt his body seize up. His mouth went dry, and he felt very, very cold. The blood in his veins slowed to a crawl, and his heart tightened like a fist. This was the third time he'd seen the horror of death laid out before him. He didn't think it was something he could stand to see much more of. Still, he had begun to accept that whatever it was that he saw, whatever happened to him, was beyond his control. And whatever force controlled him was driven by determination that he could not hope to match. A sense of helplessness and desperation washed over him. It left behind a feeling of utter emptiness that wormed its way through his body like acid. Then he realized they had yet to check the man's pulse. Perhaps he was still alive! Fueled by that spark of hope, Junpei ran to the man's body, and his heart fell. His fingers on the man's neck felt no pulse. His pupils had dilated, but he wasn't breathing. Junpei lifted the man's already stiff body. There was a deep red wound on his chest. Junpei did not have to wonder long what could have made such a wound. For lying next to the corpse was an axe. He was asked a very powerful question. The entire blade of it was drenched in bright red blood. From the shape of the man's wound, there could be no doubt that it had been made by the axe. Junpei looked at the body again. A lake of blood stretched around it. It was wearing the clothes of a ship captain, although they were stained with blood. A captain? Did that mean this man was Zero? Unlikely. On his left hand was a bracelet. The number on the bracelet was 0. It was only then that Junpei noticed the stench of blood that filled the room. He couldn't help but laugh. There was nothing else for him to say. It was too simple, too obvious, too straightforward. If there hadn't been a dead man on the floor, Junpei might have thought it was a joke. Time to escape this room. Although this episode is a bit long. Part of me, You know what, I'll just make this a longer episode, so I can make the last one, bonus episode 9, the last one. A camcorder. It looks like it's pointed at the door. Well, the power's on. Why would someone want to videotape a door? Why indeed, let's look at it. I think this kind of camera records to a hard drive, but it doesn't look like this one's recording anything. What do you mean? It's just sending whatever it sees to something. What does it see? The door. That's useless to me. There's blood on the chair. You think this was the dead guys? Yeah, probably. There's something metallic on top of that table. Hey, is that a music box? Well, let's have a look. A music box. Oh, it's one of those old music boxes. How about we wind it up? Why does it sound like that? Is it broken? The pins on the cylinders are shaped all weird. I don't think those are pins. It looks like someone put something else on top of it. I think we're gonna have to take it apart to figure out what's going on, don't you? I guess so. It's a lamp, but it doesn't turn on. I don't think there's anything special about it. A bed. There's nothing in it. Oh. Oh well. One shows the central staircase on C deck. I don't recognize the room in this one, or on this one rather. Screen shows the big hospital room. There's just some random hallway on this one. The room on this screen looks really fancy. Screen shows what's going on in the small rooms, in a small room somewhere that I don't recognize. Screen showing what's happening on the central staircase on B deck. There's a bunch of weird buttons on here. They probably switch what you see on the screens. You know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one. 0. Well, I guess it does change the... What the hell is this? Nothing on the monitor. Just static. Hey, isn't this the door on that screen on right behind us? You're right. So whatever the camera sees is sent to the screen in real time. I wonder if that means something, you know? Heh. Junpei snorted with grim humor at the second time he'd come into the room. The 4 screens along the bottom had a single letter, each spelling out 0. Junpei felt as though he was being mocked. The real villain was somewhere laughing at him. What do you think? He turned to Clover, who was standing next to him. Her voice almost too low to hear. Nothing. It seemed that she cared about little. Of course, Junpei could hardly blame her. Given the strain she was surely under, Junpei was somewhat surprised she had responded at all. Still, he had to ask. He gestured toward the corpse. What about him? Do you think that's really 0? Clover shook her head weakly. There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? 0 is one of us. Yeah, right. I know it's important to figure out who this guy is, but don't you think we should figure out how to get out of here first? But, please, I don't want to waste any more time. Clover looked miserable, As if she could start crying at any moment, Junpei just didn't have the heart to tell her no. Alright, sure thing. Was his mind playing tricks on him, Junpei wondered? For a moment, he could have sworn he'd seen Clover smile. Odd. What's the deal with this? Is it some kind of code? There are 4 rows of numbers and letters. They all start with a 0, end with an 8, F, N, or V respectively. Maybe this has something to do with the number bases. Oh god. I have a feeling I'm not going to get this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. Oh, God. Old telegraph machine. Nothing suspicious here. Small screwdrivers. Oh, well. Alright, this screwdriver ought to make short work of this music box. It looks to be a cylinder for a music box. There are a number of pins and some metal pieces that look rather like fans attached to it. Okay. Ink? I guess I'll put the ink on the cylinder. Ah, yes, I see. You put the ink on the cylinder. Yeah. I roll it across a piece of paper. The pins and fans will leave marks on it, right? Pins will make dots, and the fans will leave lines. Alright, then show us. Okay, I'll need some paper. Nothing in the drawer anymore. An old telegraph machine. I'll be honest, I have no idea how it works. Look, a hook. That wasn't a joke. I know, man. Clock mounted on the wall. The hands aren't moving. A little surprised that the time is wrong then, I suppose. And there's nothing on the back. Cable that comes out of this thing is connected to the desk. What does that mean? It looks as though the drawer is the only thing that is locked. I don't see a keyhole, though. An electric lock, perhaps? Let's take a look at the left side of the drawer. Yeah, there's some cables over there. That must mean... Hey, what's this? It's blank, nothing written on it. Now I just gotta roll the cylinder across this piece of paper, and if I'm right, the ink should... Just as you suspected, right? Now you have a pattern of dots and lines on the paper. I imagine it's Morse code. These dots and lines are the dots and dashes of Morse code. Excuse me. An early telecommunications device. I'm gonna have to cough to clear out my throat. Better. Most likely used to transmit a radio signal of some sort. I experimented with it earlier, but to no avail. I imagine it's broken. There's a pair of headphones on the desk. Alright, I've got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this right, something will happen, I hope. Alright, let's give this a shot. I did it. That's the last one, and yes! Excellent work, Junpei. Good job. You seem to have figured it out. You've unlocked the drawer. I did it, didn't I? A red file lay in the drawer. Junpei reached down and picked it up. The cover read, Alice. 2 L's, I see. But was it supposed to say all ice? There wasn't a space between the L and the I. Were they trying to say that all ice was a single word? It was an interesting thought, but left Junpei's mind quickly as he opened the file. What lay inside was far more interesting and far more confusing. Oh. Each page was covered in strange characters. Looks like ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. They look like tiny drawings of birds, snakes, insects, horned animals, wings, and even kneeling humans. There were too many pages in the file, and each was full of these strange symbols. The hell is this? He didn't realize he'd spoken out loud until Ace looked over at him. They're hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt? That's right. Can you read them? Of course. I can't... What made you think I could? What the hell? Junpei flipped through a few more pages. It wasn't just 1 or 2 pages that were covered in the strange symbol. Every single page was covered in them. Trying to read them was pointless. Junpei wasn't going to waste any more time with them. He made to close the file, and then something fell out. He bent down and picked it up. Oh, a key card? There was a symbol on it that reminded Junpei of the symbols for Saturn and Mercury key cards. This one, however, had a dot in the center of the male symbol. Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol. Junpei looked over at Ace examining the card. In addition to the Uranus symbol, there were 3 words engraved on the card as well. On the lower right side, it said, Bottom Deck Library. Was the bottom deck a library? Whatever might be there, however, would have to wait. At the moment, there was nothing Junpei could do. He gripped the key card tighter and shoved it deep into his pocket. New material's been added to the file screen. File says, found in the communication office, it says all ice on the spine. All of the pages are filled with hieroglyphs from ancient Egypt. What's this thing? Unique key. Okay. Now what? Understandable why it would creep him out. A bed. Nothing suspicious. Looks like whatever the camera sees shows up on the screen behind us. Yeah, so if I put my hand here in front of it, it shows up on the middle top screen back there. You've got a short lifeline, Junpei. Hey, mind your own business! Drill panel for the electric lock. Looks like it's got a keyhole on the bottom, right? Maybe the key I got earlier. Sweet! I had to put the key in, and now it's on. Junpei, look! There's minus sign on the screen. There's 8 of them. That probably means we've got to put in the 8 digits. Do you think you can figure it out? 8 digits, huh? Once I put the 8-digit number, I just press the E to enter it. If I mess up, I guess I press clear. Alright, let me give it a shot. I got nothing. Huh. What's the passcode? Pretty sure I've searched every part of the room by now. I have no idea what I'm supposed to gather from this. Wait, a numerical system chart found in the captain's quarters. 10 is base 10. Written in hexadecimal. Therefore, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, and so on. The chart shows the rules for each numerical system. Excuse me. Okay. So, hang on. So 10 would therefore be A. 11 B. 12 is C. 13 D. 14 E. So what am I getting from that? No, I hit the wrong one. Damn it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 10, 11, 13, 14. Then E would be 15, right? Alright, let's see if that works. Okay, just press E to enter, mess up. Yes, I'll press C. One more time. 10, 11, 12, 13. I got nothing. Oh, what's the passcode? Pretty sure I searched every part of this room by now. Oh, boy. Well, I am drawing a blank once again, so the logical thing to do here is to look it up. I'm sorry, I feel kind of bad about this, but at the same time, it's 4 a.m. right now, and I kind of want to go to bed, and I wanted to finish this room before doing that. Okay, apparently it's getting... Oh, wait, 0! Duh! Okay, now it makes sense. It's asking for the... Okay. So if we go with the numerical chart, Z is... Okay. I thought that was just a fucking joke, the 0 in here. It's actually a passcode. Okay. So Z is 35. E is 14. R is 27. O is 24. Yep, that was it. Yes! It worked! Good job, Junpei! Excellent, you seem to have unlocked it. Good work, Junpei. Alright, let's go. Wait, we're not gonna take the 0 bracelet off of that guy? Good to see Clover happy. You found it! They stepped outside the captain's quarters, into another hallway. The hallway stretched out in front of Junpei for a bit before turning left like a great backward L. But with that, we're going to end this episode here. Bonus episode. In the next bonus episode, we're probably going to be finishing this on bonus episode 9, I hope. See you guys then.